What's up, guys? Michael here, and I'm actually chilling outside, hanging out, and it is Tuesday, June 11th, and the reason I am adamant about what day it is, number day and all that stuff, is because just some exciting news for me personally is I haven't had a cigarette in over 2 weeks today, and the cool thing about that is I've actually, some people may be like, Michael, you smoked? And I get that response sometimes from people, and yeah, I did, and I actually did for 13 years. Up until about 2 years ago. Then I quit for a year. Wow, that sun came out strong. Hold on one second. And then I did. Let me move, guys. Sorry about that, but I wanted to move because the sun was going to hit me right in the eyes. But no, I quit for probably about a year, almost a year and a half, and then but I didn't realize the whole time that I was actually setting myself up for failure when I did it. So I'm going to share that with you in a minute about some things that could actually change your outlook on things when it comes to if you're trying to quit smoking or if you're trying to have success, anything like that. But I'm going to touch on that in a minute. But what happened is I was just dabbling. I'd go back and I'd have a couple beers and be like, hey, let me just smoke a cigarette here. Or I'd go help out the restaurant and bartend, and of course I have a very big, you associate kind of restaurants with smoking. I need a break, I'm going to go out and have a stove, just that kind of stuff. And then towards the end of October, or early October, I actually was doing a soccer challenge. I was going back and trying to play soccer. I actually played all the way up through college, and man, I messed up my foot, so I had a bum leg. I was very in shape at that point, working out like crazy, running, 5Ks all the time, and it was just it just really sidelined me. Which, that's no excuse, I'm just sitting here, it was an excuse in my head. And then what happened is of course, then Thanksgiving rolled around, Christmas rolled around, I put on about 20 pounds, and didn't care. And we were going through the stress of a, foreclosure. A lot of bad stuff was going on at that point, so it just creeped back in. I enjoyed it, I enjoyed smoking, as bad as it is for you and everything else. I actually enjoyed it, I'm not going to lie, but at the same time, I know it's deadly, I know it would kill me, so I needed to get rid of it, so I needed to drop it. So 2 weeks ago I decided no more. I listened to a call that Monday night before, and there was just something that just resonated with me, some of the thinking that I had been going on, and I realized that a lot of it had to do with like my associations. And here's where I can help you with anything. It doesn't just have to do with quitting smoking. Is your associations will set you up for either failure or success. Generally, the associations that we're dealt with, that we grow up with, like for instance, for this quitting smoking thing, I had associations just like this, sitting on this patio, that I couldn't actually sit out here and enjoy this without having a cigarette. So see, that's an association. That's association that was going on in my subconscious. It's not something that I would come out and just say, I can't quit smoking because I just want to sit on the patio and smoke cigarettes. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh man, I can't go on vacation and have, a few fruity drinks and not have a cigarette, man, that would suck. That's just an association. That is just something in the back of my mind. And see, I still had those associations the last time I quit. That's why my quit wasn't successful. So now that I actually, so what do you do to get over that? So what do you do to actually get over that hump or break those associations? Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to acknowledge the associations. I had to actually acknowledge that, hey, I am making associations with sitting outside and having a good time on the patio and a cigarette, when at the end of the day, they have nothing to do with each other. They really don't. It's in my head I'm creating that association, I'm creating that connection between the two. So once I actually acknowledge it, then I can actually disassociate it. I can pull it apart and say, you know what? Why am I making that up? Why is that an association? It shouldn't be. It's not. So that's really been the defining point. Is it hard? Yes, it's hard. I mean, at the 2 week mark, the 2 to 3 week mark is like the big hump you got to get over to get past those physical withdrawals. That's one of the reasons my blog posts have been a little lacking over the past couple weeks, and videos. I've been doing some, but not a lot, because it's just been hard to focus, because I've just been agitated and irritated. If you've ever quit anything or you've had any sort of dependency on it, whether it was a painkiller or smoking or anything, you know what I'm talking about. Even caffeine, you know, you drink a lot of coffee and then you don't drink coffee for 2 or 3 days. I mean, you freaking turn into the devil, you know. So, but anyway. So those associations, they go back, and you know what? There's associations that we deal with in business, growing up. There's all kinds of associations that we develop over time. Like one is that we deal with people is people don't believe that wealth can happen quickly. You know, if you get rich quick, it's a scam, which that's not true. You know, I mean, there's people. The main way that people actually create wealth is fast, but it's just stuff that we associate, and subconsciously, when we say somebody tries to go out and create wealth, or they go out to try to find an opportunity, so they're looking at an opportunity that they see, and then they see people are creating wealth or success quickly. In the back of their mind, as much as they want it, even if they go ahead and join that opportunity, even if they join it, if they subconsciously are thinking in the back of my mind, or the back of their mind, that getting rich quick is a bad thing, and they're associating those two together, that getting rich quick and fast are associated, and scam are associated, then guess what? They're never going to create success. They're never going to create success, because it just goes back to the same idea of the quitting smoking. They're always subconsciously going to revert back to that old thinking, and it's going to kill their belief. Because the number one thing you have to have when doing anything in life is you've got to believe in it. But if you've got toxic thinking in the back of your mind, and you haven't acknowledged it, and you haven't dispelled of it, then you're not going to have success. It goes back to when we're kids, and you know, somebody like your parents told you that you could never do that, or you'll never be successful in something, or just telling you that you can't do this and you can't do that. And we carry that subconscious association with goals and not being good enough, being told that we can't do it, that we're not good enough. And we actually associate those two things together as we grow subconsciously. We don't even realize we're doing it, but all we're doing the whole time is setting ourselves up for failure. So if you want to create success, if you want to quit smoking, if you want to do anything, if you want to quit drinking, if you want to quit, or if you just anything in life, if you want to go after something, you really have to dig deep and acknowledge those subconscious associations you're creating in the back of your mind. And then you have to cast them out. You've got to get around the right people. You've got to start digging into personal growth so you can acknowledge those things and just get rid of them. Then you'll create your success. So guys, I hope that wasn't too deep for you today. Super pumped up. Here's my call to action for you today. And people just love it because I just tell them, hey, this is the call to action. I don't try to sneak it in on you. I don't try to tell you, well, maybe you should do this. No, here's what you need to do. If you want to get around the right people, here it is. It's not just about making money here. I mean, golly, look at the mindset shifts that's happening. I'm just watching my wife. I'm watching Chrissy just have these total freaking mindset shifts, and she's like, halfway in, halfway out with me, because, I carry the big load of it. And at the moment, she gets in when she can. She listens to some personal growth when she can. She's actually reading the 4-Hour Work Week right now. And man, but just to watch people's mindsets shift, watching my teams just have their breakthroughs, man. And it's just awesome. So, and the money's good too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's great to be able to generate, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month from home, and it's growing. But then the life stuff, the growth stuff, the quitting smoking stuff, the breakthroughs are just that much more important. So guys, if you want to get around those people, if you want to get around us, dive into some personal growth, and then if you want to see the income's always a great breakthrough too. Click the link below and get the info. You'll just put your email in, watch the video, powerful video from my friends Dave and Dave, and those guys will literally talk to you about breaking through. But guys, I hope you got something out of this today. Like I said, it's an exciting day. 2 weeks, and I'm just so much more powerful this time than I was last time because of just what I've learned and what I've developed. And you, my friend, you're 10 times more powerful than you even know. Just get around the right people. Get into the right education. Just get into the right stuff. It's just life stuff. Before it's business, it's life. Get into it. like I said, click the link below. See what we're doing. This may be for you, it may not be, but you never know until you check it out. But anyway, guys, have a great day. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.